All right, today we are going to talk about brown patch disease. Now, tall fescue, which we grow in our area, the biggest downfall of this type of grass is that it's really prone to fungus when the temperatures get at 90 degrees or above, humidity that's 50 or 60% above, and anytime you get more than an inch of rainfall in a week. And so, June, July, and August, if you get a really heavy downpour, match that with some heat and humidity, you're going to notice some funky brown patches in your lawn. And so we're going to talk about brown patch today, what it is, and what you can do about it. So here's what brown patch is doing to your lawn. After a big heavy downpour or thunderstorm, you may notice the next morning you have this white kind of cottony substance. And what that is the fungus's mycelium starting to attack your turf plants. And so they will infect through cuts in the turf or openings and start to penetrate and start to feed on the cuticles of the grass plant. And so you'll notice these kind of brown tannish borders on the turf where these real pronounced lesions and whatnot. And so if you look in the grass and you start to see these, then you definitely know you'll have brown patch. And at first, it doesn't look too bad as in this photo. This is about a day in, and so it'll kind of blight the top of the leaf blades, but not too bad. Just kind of looks like maybe drought damage or some kind of damage is going on. And so this is early on and not too alarming. But what will happen as the heat and humidity increase, these brown patches will start to coalesce and get larger in size, and then they just kind of take over. And that's where you have a problem. And so mature lawns that are typically 3 to 4 years old can withstand this disease. It'll just be a cosmetic or an aesthetic issue, and so it'll grow out of it, but it's going to look unpleasant while it grows out of it. So if it really bothers you and you have a mature lawn, then we would recommend a fungicide program. If you have a younger lawn, that's where you really need to worry. Lawns that are 3 years old or less, they can really be damaged significantly by this disease. And we're going to recommend a fungicide program for this to help protect your investment. So how can you tell the difference between drought and disease? As you can see in this photo, this is drought damage. And so it is more consistent throughout the turf canopy. You can see kind of a consistent tan, kind of grayish cast over the turf. Whereas with brown patch, you're going to have more individual abnormal patches. If you're confused, you can always look at the turf and the individual blades. And if you see those lesions like in this photo, then you know that you have disease and that you need to do something about it. If you're ever confused about your lawn and if you have brown patch disease or drought damage, you can always contact us and we can identify the situation and recommend a program solution for you.